Eyes may be the windows to the soul, but hands are the window to the mind. Here's how to keep yours looking young and healthy well into old age. Try as you might, aging skin is a guarantee. At some point, time catches up with all of us, and even all the Botox, nipping, and tucking in the world can't save us from the fate of aging. While we can't stop the hands of time, we can take steps to slow things down a bit. One of the biggest assets when trying to keep yourself looking young and wrinkle-free for as long as possible is good old SPF. Sunscreen is already a fairly standard practice for skincare, and while you may be diligent about applying it to your face, you might want to pay some attention to your hands as well. Unless you wear gloves 24/7, odds are your hands are just as exposed to the elements as your face. So if you're not already applying sunscreen to your hands daily, it's time to start. Your hands are just as susceptible to sun-related damage, wrinkles, and aging as any other part of your body. As Lisa Hagerman, RN MSN, told Hartford Healthcare, amazingly, the sun's UV rays can damage unprotected skin in as few as 15 minutes, and it can take as long as 12 hours for skin to show the full effect of sun exposure. That means you may not realize the damage being done until long after you've come in from the sun. In other words, you need to put sunscreen in your arsenal, and you should never leave home without protecting your hands from the sun.
Am I the biggest loser on the beach?
No, I am. I forgot to put on sunscreen.
The sun is relentless when it comes to our skin. Even minimal exposure causes the skin's collagen to break down and damages elasticity. According to the Mayo Clinic, over time, all this damage adds up, and the result is solar elastosis, a disorder that causes deep wrinkles and forms skin that lacks the necessary elasticity to keep it looking youthful and healthy. And that's just the beginning. As Dr. Stephen I. Katz explained to the National Institute of Health, every cell that gets exposed to ultraviolet light begins to heal itself. But as you get older, the cells struggle to bounce back. Not only does this contribute to solar elastosis, but it also plays a role in the thinning of the skin. This can be a serious issue because aging in general thins the skin, so adding the effects of UV rays to the mix just exacerbates the problem. A lifetime of exposure also leads to solar lentigines, also known as age spots or liver spots. Although harmless, Cleveland Clinic reports these brown spots are the result of melanin production that's been kicked into overdrive because of UV light. So while you may think that those spots on your older relatives' hands just automatically come with age, think again. It is possible to take steps to prevent them, or at least limit their formation. As a board-certified dermatologist shared with Healthline, one of the best preventative measures you can take is to thoroughly rub sunscreen into the back of your hands before going out for the day, and then reapply throughout the day to maintain the maximum amount of protection. It's also a good idea to reapply after every time you wash your hands, or if you've been working with your hands regularly and fear the protective layer may have worn down. Although you can't completely undo the damage that the sun has caused your hands, there are treatments to reduce the appearance of it. Speaking to Real Simple, skin cancer specialist Orit Markowitz, MD, suggested the use of Pico laser technology to treat sunspots. As she explained, this is a photoacoustic, rapid pulsing laser. There's no heat or thermal damage on the skin, and therefore no downtime, with very great results. You can also take steps to restore collagen in your skin. According to a study by Dermatoendocrinology, collagen production peaks in your 20s and then drops by 1% every year. After menopause, collagen takes an even steeper drop, plummeting by 30%. According to Medical News Today, collagen production can be stimulated by supplements, topical creams like hyaluronic acid, and a diet that's rich in things like vitamin C, proteins, antioxidants, and other skin-healthy food. More than anything, though, using SPF 30 or higher should be your first line of defense to reduce aging in your hands. It doesn't take long to apply, it's far cheaper than treatments, and it will become a natural part of your skincare regimen before too long.